I'm gonna mute and see if,
Although she plays on a banked rink, so.
You sent me a video. Oh.
Whoa. Calm down.
So I'm just posting images I'm finding. You guys don't want to use the old-timey rink.
Oh, no. Oh, Christ.
Oh.
Oh, okay. That's really weird.
Give me a second. Time traveling session where you go fight old timey roller derby ladies.
I like how I just have to search for ditches in my search history to get to my stream channel.
Okay, Drew, are you back? You need to start.
Tell me if it's going okay, because I usually have issues for some reason at some points.
Drew, Mike. Drew. Okay, fucking.
Drew.
You can yell at me later. So, take us through a day of Caroline's life.
Well, she gets up she doesn't have to get up super early because teaching kindergartners doesn't actually require a lot of, pre-planning. She does most of her pre-planning in the nights, but she does go into school early, so she's usually there at, 7. And then she has all day with her class, and teaches, and she has roller derby practice, after school. She teaches kindergartners. After school, she usually stays for 2 or 3 hours. So that usually puts her at 4 p.m., 5 p.m. when she's done. She has roller derby practice 2 to 3 times a week. Usually it's 2 times if they have a match, 2 times if they don't. And then if it's a day where she has practice, she goes and does that. She keeps she doesn't keep her stuff in her car, but she has her stuff in her car, so she can just go directly there. Occasionally, after roller derby, she will go out with the girls. Otherwise, it's home and doing class preparation and schedule plans and get a decently good bedtime. If she's not out.
All right. Drew, tell me you're here, dude. I want to start.
Huh?
Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just looking for proper music. I couldn't get frickin' Cherry Bomb. So. That would be perfect for Earth.
Okay, Drew, you start her off. I'll find music. I got it. I'm your man. I got a new man. Let me do it.
Okay, you're breaking up. I need to go reset my internet.
Oh, dear mother. I guess I'm starting.
Okay.
So, after a long day, of class and little monkey children, you spend a little longer today, afterwards cleaning up. Today you do have roller derby practice. So after you're done cleaning up and making sure things are put away and there's no glue stuck in your hair, you head off to meet the girls.
Okay.
So you get down there and you meet up, and they're all psyched for your next actual rally. So you guys practice extra hard, and to the point where most of the girls don't even have the energy to stay and hang out after a while. So
oh, that's okay.
Most everyone kind of goes off and does their own thing. So I'm guessing you go home and have a your regular nightly routine.
Yep.
All right.
She probably has a microwave dinner because it's late, and then goes to bed, or gets ready to go to bed, goes to bed, does some teacher stuff. Probably trying to decide whether since she wants to change out of her clothes, she probably just changes straight into her pajamas after showering and stuff, and then does her schoolwork stuff and those.
Okay. So, you clean up and you go to sleep. The next morning you wake up and get ready to go out and have a great day of learning. And you go out and you get to your classroom, and in the classroom, in your classroom, you have a pet rabbit. The kids have named him Fluffy.
Of course they have.
But when you get into class today, Fluffy is mysteriously gone.
Oh no. Well, she's going to give a good look around the classroom and check the take home and take care of it chart and make sure she didn't get confused about someone who was supposed to own it. So she's just gonna look for the rabbit.
Right. Well, you don't find anyone that was supposed to take care of it today.
Okay.
And out back there's a little playground where the kids can take place. Outside, you don't find Mr. Fluffy at all. But you find a large toad.
A large toe?
Toad.
Oh, toad.
Yes.
It's like a human toe. That escalated quickly. Okay, well, a toad isn't exactly a replacement for a fluffy rabbit. If it's in the playground, she'll probably move it someplace where it's not in risk of being trampled. and then go back inside to start her day, and perhaps if any of the other teachers stop by, she's going to ask about Mr. Fluffy if they've seen him.
Okay.
What is this background noise we're getting?
It's sadly
Is it? Yeah, it's my brother playing. So.
If you could just mute off and on, dude, whenever you're not talking, just so there's not that being picked up by the stream.
So, the class comes in, and
good morning, everyone.
They are very excited to greet you. You get your little hugs from everyone. You get an apple from one of them as well.
Wow, that's very nice. Usually they do that the first day of school and then never bother again.
She also brings 12 more apples. Her mom likes apples.
Well, that's sweet of her. She'll have to write her a thank you note later. So
the class goes on, and one of the little girls comes up to you, and she's clearly upset that Fluffy is gone. And she wants to know where she is.
Well, first she's gonna try to, console her. Is it gonna be a roll? She's gonna say, oh, no, Mr. Fluffy was just feeling a little sick, so he went to the vet's office just for the day so he could get some medicine and feel better.
Okay, you're gonna have to make a roll to see if you're able to lie to this child or not.
Lie to a small child. Alright, so that is subterfuge.
Subterfuge, and Drew, help me out here. Wits?
Presence?
Presence.
For lying, it's wits and subterfuge.
Yes.
Or manipulation? Subterfuge?
Yeah, manipulation and subterfuge would be better. Yeah, do that.
Okay, well that's 2. Yay, Caroline lies to a small child.
Okay, so, she buys it. Clearly, she doesn't doubt you at all. But it gets you wondering, what happened? What did happen to Fluffy?
Yes, she does want to, once class is gone, look for any, how did he get out? Is the cage, chewed or anything? But she just didn't have time to investigate fully when the kids were coming in.
The class goes on. Absolutely regular day. But when class gets out, all the kids get picked up by the parents. And you look out the back window next to the backyard, and you notice there's the hose that usually is hooked up to the back of the building. It's leaking water. You see the toad sitting in it again.
Well, that toad is persistent. Is there it's Vegas, it's in a desert, so that's kind of weird, it's in a desert, but, there are desert toads and stuff. So before she just, like, moved it into the bushes, she might try to move it, like, outside the fence of the school. This time. She's just worried about it.
Okay. So as you pick up the toad, realize it's really heavy for a toad.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
like a small dog heavy.
Ooh.
Now roll a perception check.
Okay. That's going to be a 5. That's a reroll. Yay!
Okay. So you pick the toad up and you're like, gee, this is heavy. And you notice there's something sticking out the corner of his mouth.
Okay.
And
Can I take it out? Like, kind of tug on it?
and
Gingerly?
You tug on it gingerly and the top of brown hair.
Was Mr. Fluffy brown?
Mr. Fluffy was brown.
Oh no! Okay.
Fucking got a Goliath toad already, Christ.
Yeah. How big is the toad?
About the size of a large shoe.
Large. Well, that's impressive that it ate Mr. Fluffy. But there are carnivorous toads and stuff, so she's gonna actually, like, go... She doesn't really want that around the kids. She's gonna go all the way across to, like, the parking lot where it starts to be, like, scrubs and stuff. Because this isn't the nice part of Vegas at all, or whatever counts as nice in Vegas, but... And she's gonna place it there, and then scuttle back inside, because she doesn't want to leave her classroom for long, or be outside in the open that long.
Alright, so you get back inside and you start reading papers, and you see just barely hopping across the parking lot back to the school. Toad's persistent.
Toad is persistent. Okay, well, she's going to look up the name for animal services, and she's going to call them and ask to see if it's dangerous, and if it is, if they will take it away from the small, kindergarten, preschool area.
You call up animal services, and they're like, oh yeah, there's toads and could eat, small birds and stuff. They have a powerful bite. They could definitely, if small child really hurt them if they bite the fingers. But
okay. Yeah, it might have eaten a rabbit actually. And I just rather not have it around the children if you could. If I could, is it possible to relocate it?
Yeah, we'll take it in and we'll move it to one of the more forested areas.
Okay. Sounds great. Do you need anything else from me?
Oh, no, we got your location. We'll be over there in a little while.
Okay.
And, 10 minutes later, you see the little animal control car pull up and then walk up to the front of the school, and you let them in.
Okay. Does she let them in? That's a question. Could she just, like... Is the toad back in, like, the playground?
You actually cannot find it. Hopped over back.
Okay, she will let them in, but she feels like she should keep an eye on them just because strange people in the school.
They look around the back playground area and they find a hole dug underneath the fence. They plug that up for you, but they can't find anywhere the toad is. They also find Mr. Fluffy.
Oh. Is he intact?
They find most of Mr. Fluffy.
Oh no.
They tell you that Mr. Fluffy is gone.
Okay, I'm not sure, do you guys dispose of remains too, right?
Yeah, they'll take care of it.
Okay, well, she'll have to think of something to tell the kids.
Well, they,
She doesn't want to, pull the buy a new rabbit, pretend it's Mr. Fluffy on them.
Yeah.
But, a lot of parents will get angry if their, kindergarten teacher decides to reveal the mortal coil to their children. So.
Figure out another coin for them. But anyways, there's two of them. One of them is looking in the back of the yard. The other one is at the car.
Okay.
And the one he's at talking, he's like, "Oh yeah, we'll cut. If you see it again, just contact us as soon as you can."
Oh, okay.
All right. Take care. And as you
Thank you.
as he leaves a little card for you to call him.
Okay.
And he leaves.
Sorry, what was that?
He gives you like the business card of the company.
Okay, the business card. I thought you said something after that. I was like, what?
Okay. And
Okay.
he takes off.
So she'll put that like in her wallet. She didn't give them her contact information, by the way, and she didn't even say like what classroom she was at. She just said the playground.
Yeah.
And the school name. Okay. Well, if the frog's sort of taken care of, she probably has a little more stuff to finish up since she got distracted. Getting the crayons or whatever ready for tomorrow.
All right. So
I know more about roller derby than I know about teaching kindergartner.
That makes sense. But anyways, you finish up your school things and you go for another very hard training day at the roller derby.
Okay.
And you you get back home, and do you have any of the private information for any of your students, like parents' names and their phones?
She probably has, even at home, the emergency contact list.
Okay.
The kids, and then the numbers for both their parents and also whoever they designated as the emergency contact if they couldn't get in contact with the parents.
Okay. So, yeah, night goes by. All right. I was just wondering.
Okay, yeah.
Night goes by and the morning starts, and the kids start coming in one by one. But one of the parents walks up to you and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? It's been a little while, but Tommy came home and he had a big bite on his finger.
Oh no!
I don't know if it didn't look like anything I'd seen before, but I mean, is the rabbit alright? Did the rabbit bite him?"
Oh, no, the rabbit wasn't here yesterday. He didn't come to me about any bite. Was he hurt very much?
He didn't look like he was hurt. I noticed it when I was washing him. He had this big red mark on his fingers. And I left him at home to rest, but he didn't say anything about it.
I did see a large toad. I asked about it from animal control, and they said it was possible that it bit. I'm really sorry if your son got bit. I did call them, but they couldn't find it. If I see it again, I'll definitely let them know. Is he okay?
He's fine. He does.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he never came in with crying or anything yesterday.
Okay. It just seems kind of strange. He just seemed to ignore everything I asked about it.
I might ask him about it today.
Okay.
I just want to know whether it was the frog or, something else we should worry about.
All right. I just wanted to ask because, it was a shocker for me when I saw him.
Oh, yes, I understand.
All right. Well, that's all. Please keep me in the loop. I'll see you in a few hours, okay?
Okay.
All right. Bye. And he lets Timmy walk over to you. And he has Band-Aids on his fingers.
And she'll, lean down to him, and she says, "Hi, Timmy."
Hi. He gives you a little hug.
She'll laugh and, hug him back and say, "Wow, you have a lot of Band-Aids on your fingers. Where'd they come from?"
Oh, the green man.
The green man?
Yeah. He's all fat. He sits in the puddle all day.
Did he hurt you?
No, he just wanted a bite.
Oh, you shouldn't let people bite you, though, Timmy.
No, it's okay. Look, he's not even there anymore. He kind of leads you to the back one, and he points to the puddle underneath the hose.
And that's where he lives?
That's where he lives. He comes there every day and he talks to me.
Well, you remember our lessons about strangers.
Yeah, but he was so nice. He told me so many cool things about all the other kids.
What do you mean?
He told me how Vanessa's hair is getting shorter, how Jim's dad's losing his job. He told me how Penelope lost her wheel last week on her car.
she's kind of surprised at that. Especially just the casual, like she could believe the hair and the wheel on her car, but the losing his job is a little out there for a kid to be making up. She's like, well, remember, you're not supposed to talk to strangers. If you see anyone in the playground, just let me know, okay? And I can talk to them too.
Okay. I'm sure he wants
I'd like to. I'd like to meet him.
Okay. Oh, he said one more thing. He said you shouldn't practice so hard after work, because you're gonna
that
hit
immediately. That is immediately going from child bells to hey Brandon, and she's like, okay, don't talk to the green man anymore, okay? And let me know if you see him.
He nods.
Okay. And yeah, so she did not like that, and she's definitely gonna be, keeping an eye on that spot and everywhere when it's recess time and she's out watching the kids.
Alright. Oh. So the day goes on, and it's time for the kids to go and play in the yard. You decide to stay extra vigilant and watch them.
Yes.
Something you've noticed just now. Usually there are birds in the area, little things, bugs and birds and whatnot. Today it's nothing. No crows, no pigeons, no desert birds. Just the sounds of the streets and the surrounding area. It's kind of weird considering that they're always there.
Yeah. It does not help her unease.
Yes. Very strange.
Should I roll a perception roll or anything?
You actually make your perception roll now.
And does this is she suffering the -1 penalty? Whenever she's suspicious that her ex is near, she suffers a -1 penalty on any rolls involving resolve or composure.
No, she will not have that penalty.
Okay. So she's gonna roll perception. Man, she sees nothing. There's probably some kids making a ruckus that takes all her attention.
Yeah. Something you didn't notice. Was the fact that all the kids are playing, but Timmy and two other girls are sitting by the hose.
Okay.
They're looking at the bushes, but you didn't see what you don't see what they're looking at.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're probably just playing their own game. She'll go near them to sort of like overhear what they're talking about, but she's not going to break up whatever game she assumes they're playing. But she is, cautiously interested.
It sounds like they're singing a little nursery rhyme.
Okay. Is it one she recognizes?
No, it's something she's never heard before. I don't want to sing it because I don't want to butcher it. But
if you want to like
something
copy and paste or just recite it, you can just recite it if you want. Or if you don't.
Something you kind of overhear is they say "bat eater" 2 or 3 times.
Bat eater?
Bat eater, come to the rat town. Bat eater, going to clean the rat town. Bat eater, come to your house now. Bat eater, better lock your door.
She'll just, curious to say, Hi kids, where'd you learn that song?
Timmy looks back to you, and the girls look back. She's like, no one.
No one told you?
No one. I wasn't talking to strangers.
No one's a funny name for a stranger.
He looks around suspiciously. Like, We were talking to a stranger. Because
Are you sure?
He looks at the bushes and looks back to you. Yes?
Well, you know, if you guys talk to strangers, I'm going to have to tell your parents about it.
The girls immediately gasp and look at him. He looks very nervous now. He's like, okay, I was talking to strangers.
Can she, empathy at him for, like, to sort of suss out, well, I mean, he's pretty clearly lying, but, like, he's trying to protect, you know, what exactly his motivations are.
If you want. Yes, you may take your role.
Empathy plus composure? Presence?
Manipulation.
Manipulation? Okay.
You trying to get a beat on him.
Okay. Hey.
Well, whatever he's trying to hide, he's clearly nervous. And he was nervous before you mentioned it.
Okay. He says, why don't you guys go play with the rest of the kids instead of hanging over here?
The girl's like, okay. The girl's immediately get off and go. And Tim looks at the bushes one more time before he trots off to the other kids.
Okay. Alright, she is not going to go over to the bushes alone, but she is definitely going to stare those bushes down and see anything she can see.
Perception check.
Okay. Bah. Caroline! I thought about drawing her with glasses. Clearly I should have.
You don't see any reason. No, nothing.
Okay. Alright, well, she does what she can with the kids. She can't do a ton when she's, you know, teaching.
Yeah.
But she will have her cell phone on her.
Okay.
Like in her pocket as opposed to like in her purse. And it's turned on instead of off.
Yeah.
Anything else if she finishes up the day?
Nope. The rest of the day goes rather smoothly.
Okay.
But can you make a perception roll for me?
Yes. Come on, Caroline. Go. Good job.
Okay. You notice that the band-aids on Tim's hands are wet. And one of the girls, at the tips of her fingers, is bruised.
Okay. Well, she's gonna ask the girl if her fingers, you know, hurt.
She's like, no, it's okay. We're just playing with the rocks.
Okay. And she'll ask Timmy, what happened to your fingers? Your band-aids are falling off. They're wet.
He's like, oh, I was watering the bushes.
Well, you know, the gardener does that.
Yeah, but they look really dry.
Well, if you water bushes too much, they die.
Oh.
They're like people. They can drown, too.
I didn't know. I was so different.
Christ.
He looks out to the window again.
Christ, Caroline. Plants can drown, you idiot.
No, you can overwater plants, especially desert plants.
Oh, I'm well aware. It's just picturing a kindergarten teacher telling a kid that plants can drown.
She phrased that badly. Yeah, she would have phrased that better than I can.
Yeah. Just
they
picture
can
her
get
being
too full of water, just like if you drink too much water.
Oh
they can
God.
drown too. No.
God.
Okay, she's like, well, just you let the gardener take care of the bushes. He knows exactly how much water they need.
He's still looking at the window and he nods. Okay.
You weren't watering anything else?
No, just the bushes.
Okay. When his dad comes to pick him up, I assume his dad picks him up rather than him going on the bus.
Yeah.
She's gonna tell him what he said, and say that he might have been talking to a stranger that was hanging out around the school. And so he should definitely impress, the seriousness of it to Timmy.
Yeah, he did that. Very surprising, very grateful. You told him.
Yeah.
Oh.
And keep an eye out on him and around. She doesn't. There are people who hang out at playgrounds and stuff, though. She doesn't think that's who it is. She thinks she knows who it might be, but she's gonna, just for the sake of it, tell him to look out around, his house and stuff too. So yeah.
He's grateful. He's also terrified in the same breath. Like, thank you for that. I cannot believe that.
And she says, if you want to keep him out for a few days, I would understand. I can send you anything you need at home.
I'll have the missus come by and pick those up, but I'm going to keep them at home for a day or two just to make sure.
And she's not going to do it as seriously with the girls' parents, if they stop by. But she will, just sort of say, the girls, we're talking about strangers today. I don't know if they've talked to any recently, but just make sure, keep an eye out. Just do your parents' thing.
Yeah, they are also, thankful for what you've done. And, class ends and kids leave.
So today she doesn't feel like hanging out alone at the school doing her schoolwork. She's going. Is there derby practice again tonight?
No, the girls need a break.
No, okay.
Quick
she's
question.
Gonna go someplace public to work on her school stuff, like a coffee shop.
Quick question: is it meant to be the derby rink for this like entire toot so far? Because it's been just the derby picture for a while now.
See, I'm complacent because I'm telling stories.
I was just wondering. I was like, man, this preschool looks really weird.
I'm actually looking for school pictures for Roll20, but I cannot find like a single one.
Drew, you be my man behind the curtain for me, please? Please.
And you can copy paste images into Roll20.
Yeah, if you have them saved to your desktop, you can just drag them into it.
Okay. Oh.
Plus, like, if you do the image thing, you could just like type in preschool. It doesn't have to be like cell specific, but just general enough that you know that it's a school of some sort.
Okay.
Because like getting nitpicky with Roll20 is not gonna help anyone. Especially since it's like so full of bugs. Wow, I went Australian really hard there, despite all the updates to it. So just a thing in general.
So yeah, she's gonna go someplace public to work on her lesson plans and stuff today, and she can figure out any like actual in classroom material she needs tomorrow when other teachers are there.
All right, so you head back to you go to your little cafe. What time would you say you left?
Well, she left pretty much directly after school while there was the big crowd of, teachers and, parents leaving and stuff. So she left during that. So as soon as all her kids were gone from her classroom and, picked up by her parents, she left too with that, like, herd.
All right. So, you left work and you go to the little cafe and you go have
So that was probably like 3:30.
Picture, just that I'm going to paste it.
Okay.
So, you go to a cafe and you work there until it starts getting a little dark. It's still kind of busy out. It's always kind of busy out in Vegas. But given you're not in the city, it's kind of, it's a very chill atmosphere.
What? Yeah, she's like not in Vegas proper. She's, out in the boonies where all the normal people live.
Yeah. So,
she's gonna give, probably not, she doesn't want to worry her parents, but maybe one of her derby friends, and while she's working and stuff, and just talk about it, just so someone else knows. that suspicious stuff happens. Because all her derby friends, like, have heard about her terrible stalker ex who just got out of prison. Last she heard, and has, so she just informed someone, if I disappear, come looking for me. It was Brandon.
Yeah.
So, and then she's gonna go home. She's not gonna take a direct route home. She's probably gonna see if anyone's following her, to her perception.
Alright, well, when you leave the cafe, give me a perception check.
Okay. I could spend a willpower on this. Sure. Okay. So, is this gonna get the -1 if she thinks her stalker's around? Or is that, like, immediate?
Now.
Okay. If it's, like, he's immediately
Wow.
around. Yeah! Overwhelming success, paranoid Caroline.
In the business, we call that a crit. So we don't have to say as big a word as overwhelming success.
Shut up.
And you step out of the cafe. Oh, and you walk halfway to your car. You get this guttural sinking, like you feel like something bad is about to happen, or something bad just happened. And you look by your car, and even though it's in the light, you can see something underneath it.
Oh, shit. She's gonna call someone to come pick her up.
Alright, who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Once again, probably the same derby friend that she talked to in the cafe.
Alright. She's like, no problem, I'll be there in like 10 minutes.
Okay. So she's gonna, can she see her car from the cafe?
Yeah, she...
Like, is there an outdoor seat
There is a row of benches.
Okay. So she's gonna sit there and keep her eye on her car.
Okay.
And as long as there's, like, people around.
Oh yeah, there's people in the cafe. I mean, the waitress comes out and asks if you want anything. You don't feel alone. It was only once
she'll get a glass of water in a to-go cup, so she has something to look like she's doing.
Oh.
And she has her cell phone on, and I will say she does have, like, the local police station, emergency line on speed dial.
Since you got
she's so paranoid.
Such an amazing success.
Yes.
Underneath the car, you see what it is. It's a fat toad.
Oh, she feels real bad about that. But she's gonna wait for her friend anyways.
And it's like, usually, when animals just sit there for a while, they kind of go glassy-eyed and look half dead.
Right.
Even from this distance, she feels like it's looking at her.
I seriously hope what's happening is not happening, because if so, it's hilarious.
And she could swear. She could swear when she saw it underneath the car and she was close. She could swear she could hear growling.
That's strange. That's strange.
But the toads don't growl, so that's silliness.
Okay.
Sometime later, your derby friend shows up. She shows up in like a old Jeep. She picks you up.
So Caroline's a little embarrassed. She's like, I think whatever I saw was gone. It wasn't a person. It was just an animal. I'm so sorry. As long as you walk me to my car, I'll be fine. Do you want to, stop by for dinner at home or anything? I can fix you something for the trouble. Or buy you something. Let me buy you something.
She deadpans you for the entire time you're talking. She deadpans. She starts chuckling. She's like, it's okay.
It's funny because she's their team captain. And she's like a beast in the ring. She's a tiny little scared bunny rabbit. Outside.
Like, I'll walk you to the car.
Thank you.
She gets out. She starts walking with you. And things are so much more polite and it's so much more casual.
Yeah.
And you make that
She feels better. She feels very silly.
Then you hit
So yeah.
that halfway threshold.
Okay.
That gut feeling like you just hit a wall of nerves. And that growling sounds more like words now. But you
words?
can't hear it. Very
she's like, do you hear anything? She sort of stops and puts her hand on her arm. Her friend's arm.
She looks at you and then around. She's like, what is it? You hear that?
I think I hear someone speaking. And she's looking at her car. Well, under her car.
You see the toad there.
Is its mouth moving?
No, it's just sitting there.
Okay.
You want to try to make a perception check?
Sure.
To try to understand what you heard.
Ooh, damn.
3 successes.
Not bad. The few words you can make out is, don't get involved.
Don't get involved?
That's what you think you understand. Those are the words your mind makes out.
Okay. Well, she's gonna cautiously approach the car.
You cautiously approach your friend's at the car waiting for you.
Okay. Yeah, okay. She gets in the car, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Well. Okay. Well, I guess she's going home.
Alright. As you drive off, you see your friend, she goes to her car.
Okay.
And as you pull out the parking lot, you see the toad hopping towards your friend's car.
Okay. Toad again. This time not at the preschool. Or not preschool, kindergarten. Well, it's probably a grade school.
So, you go home still feeling paranoid?
Yeah, probably. That bad feeling all day is just clinging around on her.
So, nothing eventful happens for the rest of the night.
She'll, just to be safe, because, people do follow people from where they met other people. She will call her friend again just to, apologize again, and they can chat a little bit as she's,
You call her up and she doesn't pick up. Get the voice message.
Okay. Well, she'll leave a message then and ask her to call her back. Doesn't leave her number, but she has her number.
Yeah. So you go ahead and do that, and the night passes uneventfully.
Okay.
You go into class today, and the hose is still leaking water, but you don't see anything very different or strange. Tim doesn't come in, and one of the girls' mothers felt unsafe, so she kept her daughter at home as well.
Okay. Do they stop by to pick up stuff?
Yes, the moms come by and pick up little packs.
So she'll give her the next few days of workbook stuff that they were doing.
Yeah.
And the little storybook that they're reading right now. Picture books.
Okay. So, class goes on quite uneventful for the most part. And it's time to work. Class gets out, it's time to work again.
Okay.
You gonna work at school, or are you gonna go home? Or
she is, I think, going to go to a different cafe this time. But she's gonna work again at like a place where, public place, not the same place. She'll call the girl she called last night and invite her to join her.
All right. You call her up. Let's call this girl Jessie. You call Jessie up.
Jessie,
And,
that's a good name.
Once again, not anything. And in fact, you have a practice day today as well. But call Jessie up, and after a few rings, it goes to the machine.
Okay. Well, she guesses she'll see her at practice.
It's a safe assumption.
Okay. So she'll work until it's time to go to practice.
So after a few hours, you head down to practice. You see all the girls there. They're all stretching, getting ready for the day. But Jessie.
Jessie's not there. Okay. She's worried about her now, because her ex has gone after people who are close to her and, stalkers and whatever. So she's gonna, call the practice on time today. They're not gonna stay overtime. And she's just gonna, she says, I'm gonna stop by Jessie's house, see if she's feeling okay. Since she didn't call in and say she was gonna miss practice. And, she makes a joke, gotta knock her around a little bit for missing, huh? And so if anyone wants to come with her, that's fine. But she's gonna go over to Jessie's house and just check up on her.
Alright. Bull, Amy, one of the other girls, wants to tag along as well.
Okay.
You guys drive to Jessie's house. It's a little kind of crappy.
And if nothing's there, she says she'll, take Amy out to dinner afterwards.
Ooh.
Maybe
Amy's
Jessie.
maybe very, very happy about that. She doesn't get paid that much. So you guys drive down to Jessie's place. And, Jessie's car, Jessie's Jeep's out front. And, there's no lights in her apartment, though.
Okay. Well, maybe she's out with friends, but let's try knock the door anyway. So she's gonna ring the bell.
So, you guys walk to the front door, and, even from here, the lighting in this area is good, and Jessie lives in a better area, but you can see that her door is ever so slightly ajar. Not open, but enough that you know that this brings the little trap, the locking, the door closing hook.
Right.
Isn't it?
Well, okay. So she's going to very cautiously approach, and gently push the door open, I guess.
Perception check for me, please.
Okay. It's going to be the toad.
Well, you push the door open and you see the kitchen light is on, and you hear the kitchen sink running. Yeah. You hear water running and you see the light in the kitchen is on.
Jessie? She'll, call out.
You hear
Cautiously.
a reply. Amy's right behind you. She took you on her shoulder. She grabs your shoulders like, we shouldn't. She looks at you, she shakes her head like, this is fishy bullshit.
But what if Jessie's hurt?
She's like, okay, fine, just quick.
She's not going to press charges against us.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So she will edge to, I don't know if she's been to Jessie's house before or not.
You got all kind of visited each other's houses.
Okay. So she'll go until she can see the next open way or the kitchen or whatever, if it's one of those ones where you can, see the kitchen from the, entryway.
Something you do know about Jessie is that, she has a lot of brothers and sisters, and every once in a while she'll have, she'll watch her youngest brother for her mom and her aunties.
Okay.
But yeah, they have a room just for kids and stuff.
Okay.
But as you get to the kitchen, you see that there's no sign of Jessie, but the sink is running, and there's food on the table, There's 2 plates set up. The microwave is wide open and the fridge is wide open. And all the food in the fridge is gone.
Alright, she's calling the police.
Alright.
I was gonna say, we went to visit our friend, and the door's opened. Is the lock busted?
The lock is not busted.
The lock's not busted. Okay, the door's open. They're not home, but there's, but it looks like they just, disappeared. I'm worried about them. So, she will call the cops.
Alright. So, when you two leave the apartment, he was not going to stay in that apartment. She's too creeped out. And
What?
you guys walk back out and you make your call. And you get outside and call your, police. And then you notice that the doorknob itself is sliding.
The door, it's opening?
The doorknob is slimy when you walk out back.
Oh, slimy. Slimy. I thought you said sliding.
Oh.
Okay. Slimy. Ooh, that's gross. She's gonna try not to touch that in case that's evidence of something.
But,
Well,
yeah.
she'll do what she can to get outside without touching it.
Yeah. You get back out, the cops come in, and they interview you, and they ask you, what was the last time you saw Jesse?
And she'll say, yesterday when she, met me at a cafe, walked me to my car because I saw a toad and got, freaked out. And she sort of laughs it off. But yeah, and she was supposed to show up for practice, but she didn't. Since she didn't call, we decided to check up on her, and her house was already open. So that's when we saw how it was.
All right. So they take information and they thank you for all that, and they let you on your way.
Okay.
Amy does ask you, were you really scared of the toad?
Well, I saw something under my car, and the kids have been talking about strangers hanging around the playground, so, I just got a little freaked out. It was just, clinging to me. I just needed someone else for a little bit.
Well,
She, sort of laughs it off.
yeah. She's kind of nervous about it. She's like, well, keep me in the loop. Next time, call everyone.
Okay. Will do.
Okay. No, she takes off. And
Okay.
she heads back because she doesn't feel... Wait, unless you're going to invite her back to you with dinner or whatever.
We probably carpooled.
Okay. So
she'll drive her back to the rink probably where her car is.
alright. You drive her back and, you take her out of that. And you head home again.
Okay.
When you get to your door, and you go and turn
Yes.
the doorknob, you recognize that the doorknob is wet.
It's wet. Slimy again.
That's fine, just wet.
Just wet. But that's still odd in a desert, Alright, well, she's gonna be on alert then as she walks in. She's so paranoid. I feel bad for her.
We're good.
Well, she has reason, yeah. She wouldn't be this paranoid if, kids hadn't mentioned a man hanging around the schoolyard. Because she knows that's probably the easiest way to find her. There's not that many kindergartens in Vegas.
So, you get inside, and you hear a gravelly voice again. Bad year is coming.
She hears that and she's like, alright, who are you? Come out.
How would you come out? Bring out those tasty morsels too.
No. If you don't come out, I'm calling the cops.
Oh, ruined day like that. Why don't you come out and we have ourselves a little feast?
Well, I'm already... Where is she right now where she's hearing this?
She's probably in her the doorway right now.
It's like, alright, I'm coming out. And she's in a defensive position, and edging into her house. This doesn't sound like Brandon at all, does it?
No, it does not sound like Brandon.
Okay, so maybe she just has terrible, terrible luck, so... But she's still ready.
Whoa. You look just as plump as I was told. But I think I found myself something far more tasty than that. This is what you can do. You go on your way and you find myself regular down. You find me that little one. What's his name? Tim. You convince his old pa and bring him back to school. You, I don't know what day. Then, I'll make sure.
I will not! She's
Over.
not even listening to this. She interrupts him.
Oh, don't be cool. No, it takes a few. All it takes is a phone call.
And she said, I most certainly will not, and I'm telling his parents that you're after him.
Oh, you don't want to get them involved? You know what happens when you got your friend involved?
No?
Oh, I'm sure she'll turn up some. Well,
Alright. She's looking for him.
Where are you looking?
All the rooms in the... I mean, she has, like, an apartment, I think, not a house. She's on a teacher's salary.
True.
So all the rooms in the apartment, she's, just going to be... She's still pretty cautious, but...
Okay. Oh, you look to... Oh, I almost gave it to you for free. Perception roll for me.
Okay. No, gosh.
So give me one hot second.
One last one?
One hot second. I'm still trying to get used to this.
Oh, dragging the flag around?
Yeah, dragging this flag.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nope. Okay, you broke me, son of a bitch. No, okay. Block. There. And, you look around, you don't find anything in the apartment.
All my stuff is gone?
All your stuff is, there. I mean, anything, nothing out of place.
Oh, okay, nothing out of place. I was like, it's all gone. She's gonna... Alright. She knows she's gonna sound like the girl who cried wolf. But she's done it before, so she's like, alright, I'm calling Timmy's parents, and she's gonna call the police.
Well,
That's a lie. That's a lie, right? Do I have to roll the lie?
No.
Okay.
Not like it. The voice does the question.
Okay.
Like, oh, good. I'll be waiting in the usual spot. And you hear nothing more of the voice.
Okay.
So you call the cops, and they show up. And, you report breaking an entry, I guess.
Yeah, breaking and entering. She definitely heard the voice. Oh, she should have recorded it.
And, you tell them all about all this stuff, and they file a report, and they have an officer stationed at your house, and went at the school.
She probably wouldn't mention the toad. She'd probably just mention, the kids were talking about a man hanging out, and this guy explicitly asked for the guy, she told the parents to keep him out of school, all that stuff.
Alright. So, we get the cops taking account, and, they make it business, and they call up all the parents, and they tell them to keep them away and stuff, and safety protocol, and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, this is probably enough this might be enough to close the school, honestly, like for a day or two or whatever.
So, you know what? You get a call up from, the principal, and they tell you, we're going to look into this, and until we get this figured out, take a day or two off. It's paid vacation, things like that.
And she's like, I don't think the kids should come in either.
The kids are going to be fine. I called the parents and told them to keep them at home. You just, look out for yourself. I'm going to have the staff take care of that. If you want, you can call the parents and tell them yourself.
Yeah, she'll probably make personal. That's probably like her first day of whatever her vacation is. It's probably spent doing all this administrative stuff and, statements from the cops and all that, I imagine. Though whenever she gets free time, she might just do like a pass-by in her car of the school and look for anyone suspicious, just like from her car.
After you make all your necessary phone calls, you go back to the school. And there is specifically how the back of the school looks from the inside and the outside, because you spend a lot of time back there taking care of the kids.
Right.
And you notice that there is a big metal gate that that leads to the back of the school to outside. It's big, heavy, it has spikes on the top. It's very tough and sturdy. It's really hard to get open. And there's a cop car stationed in the parking lot.
Okay, that's good.
But you know something else? Tim, he loves his little red car.
Oh no.
And as a caretaker, you notice right away that Tim's little red car is by that back gate. He never goes anywhere without it.
Okay, well, she has to go out, and she's gonna call his parents and see if they're there and if he's at home.
You call up Timmy's parents, and you call up Timmy's mom, and she's like, oh yeah, he's here, he's in the back there a little while ago. She leaves to go check on him a little second. And you get a panicked response. Why are you asking where Timmy is?
She's like, I was stopping by the school to get some things, and I saw his red car. I know he left that. I wondered if he forgot it, or,
He's not here. I don't know where he went. I'm going to call the police.
All right, I'm going to go look for him.
Okay, bye. She hangs up in a heart.
All right. She's going to go look for him. She'll have to park. She'll park close to the cop car. Is the cop, in the car?
Yeah, he's in the car.
She'll let him know.
All right, he gets out. He's like, all right, I'll look around the other side of the school. You take that way, all right?
Okay.
And he walks,
Okay.
He checks the main grounds.
Okay, so do I need perception rolls?
Yes, make a perception roll to...
She's going to spend a willpower to find the small child.
Well, that's not too bad. When you get back to the fence and you pick up things going, you look around, you hear talking on the other side of the fence in the playground. You hear Tim, and you hear that gravelly voice again.
Okay. So she's going to... Okay, he's there, so she's going to try to be as quiet as possible as she, gets to the playground, and she's going to try to, grab Timmy. Well, I guess it depends on what she sees, but she's going to try to stay stealthy as...
Well, make a stealth roll for me.
Stealth. That's stealth plus dex?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Okay. That is... Oh, come on, Caroline. God.
Well, stealthy you're not. And you make some noise as you try to get around to a way that you can see inside. And you hear shuffle. And you hear... And this is what you hear from Timmy. Wait, who's that?
Timmy, it's me. It's Mrs. Hernandez.
And you hear...
Actually, they probably call her Miss Caroline, actually.
Miss Caroline.
It's easier for kids to say.
And
she's as soon as she hears Timmy say that, she's running towards him.
When you get around the corner, you see the word "very large" isn't that a good reference? Cow-sized toad sitting in the back, and Timmy sitting in front of it.
Timmy, get away from that! And she's she's gonna go for him and try to pull him away.
And the toad opens his mouth.
She hasn't even quite processed giant toad yet. It's just protect the child.
The toad opens his mouth and his tongue recoils and launches out at Tim. And it wraps around him. Do you want to make a roll to grab Tim and pull him away?
Yes. I know grappling is strength plus brawl.
Yeah.
That's probably willpower. Hey, and a 1d10. 3 successes.
Alright, so you grabbed him just as he started to yank into the mouth of the toad. I told you to leave us alone. You ain't taking this one from me.
You're not taking him from me!
I put the work. I'm going to get my just desserts.
It's like, you don't get anyone else's child. She's gonna put Timmy behind her and say, stay behind me.
You're holding on.
Oh, I'm holding him?
Yeah.
Okay. Good thing she works with kindergartners, because she probably couldn't hold children older than that. She's tiny. She's backing away then herself.
And the toad is getting slowly dragging you into its mouth. And you can see inside the mouth is just rows and rows and rows and rows of teeth.
Give me a sec, guys.
Where did you come from? Where did you go, Cotton-eyed Joe?
You hear the big frog say, "No one's taking this from me. Not you, not Bran, not the good Lord himself."
Okay, I'm gonna turn that mistake into actually a good thing. You hear, all of a sudden you hear automatic gunfire, like, riddle the trees. And you see a woman with some guys that are also armed with, like, pistols and submachine guns. And you see a woman, she's about late 20s. She's Caucasian, black hair, green eyes, with a leather hoodie and cargo jeans and boots. And she says, "Stop right there." And she's aiming a submachine gun at the frog creature.
So let's go.
Can Caroline take the opportunity to fucking get a shot in at its tongue?
Yeah, you can make a.
I personally suggest against that, considering the tongue is pretty sticky for a toad. But this is me.
Well, I mean, she's already grappled by it, so.
I thought she grabbed the kid.
All right. Yeah, she's holding the kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's brawl 3, strength 2, but this is a larger opponent, so it's going to be a total of 6 die. Hey.
Nice. So you nail the frog in the tongue and whips back into his mouth.
Yay. She knees it or something. Alright, and then as soon as she's free of it, she's gonna go in the opposite direction with Timmy.
As you do that, the frog hops out.
Is this a foot race?
I don't know, is it a foot race against a giant toad and softy? I want to say yes.
If she's just trying to get away and it's trying to catch up to her, then it's a foot race.
Okay. So it's trying to chase you to yes.
But, do I have any penalties because I am carrying a child?
I don't know what Timmy's feeling.
Okay. Alright, so... That's gonna be stamina, athletics, 7, 8, because it's a foot race. It has a -1 to catch her because of fleet of foot.
Okay.
Sorry, I just totally forgot. 7, 8, okay.
Damn.
Oh, sorry. I accidentally hit it twice. The 3 successes is the one on top.
Oh, okay.
Is the one I got, and I got 0 successes on my reroll.
Alright.
I accidentally double tapped.
Oh,
Also,
cool.
what is its speed? Because for every... Sorry, I looked up foot race rules because I knew she'd be doing it. For every 3 that's less than her, it's a -1 to its roll.
What's its speed?
Yeah, it's speed.
Let me check.
It's size plus strength plus dex.
It's 7.
7?
Yeah.
Which is 3 less, so it has another -1. It has a total of -2 to catch her then.
Alright. It takes
As-
1 more hop towards you. It's not gonna fall. When it gets like a 40-foot tall.
Okay.
So it opens more like you see the tongue retort.
So what's going on right now?
Dudes to being tagged in.
Christ.
Okay, you see the woman and the other men catch up, and they aim their assault rifles / submachine guns. And you know how in movies where people are like, where guys are gonna kill like a gangster or something execution style, and they just line up and shoot him with like semi-automatic weapons? Yeah, they basically do that. They open fire and they turn that giant-ass toad into mush. And you can pretty tell it's dead. Like, you can't even tell it's a toad anymore.
Okay, she's not sure she wants to go by the people with guns, though. She's gonna try to find that cop.
Oh, you find the cop running there. Yes, it's just
Okay. And, you know, she hands Timmy over, well, she sets Timmy down. She said, I found him.
yeah, the cop takes
There's people with guns? Are those cops?
the cop looks dirty, confused. He's like, just wait here and start waiting for backup. I'm gonna take this boy back to the squad car, alright?
I'll come with you.
Alright, and the 3 of you run off. And
Okay.
you get a brief glimpse of where the last time you saw the people were,
Uh-huh.
and the frog. The frog is gone. Nothing left but a tiny itty bitty puddle of water. But you guys get to the squad car. And, the cop calls back up. And, the mini army of cops come in. The press show up, and it's a complete zoo. And Tim Turns come up and take their son back. And then everyone starts. It's chaos.
Right.
Caroline sitting in, is sitting in the back of a squad car, little blanket, towel around her. And a cup of coffee. And one of the cops come over and moved off to that, you had, met when he first got there. He walks over with a notepad and is like, hey, how you doing?
I'm actually okay. A little shaken up, but not hurt.
What happened back there? I have to, get down your, get a little bite. This is kind of thing from you.
Oh, I've just. He's asking, like, she got a little violent?
No, he's asking, he's taking down notes. I will sit down.
Oh gosh, she's like, I'm not entirely sure what I, saw. Timmy was talking with, something. She's gonna sound crazy if she says it's a giant frog. Even though it was definitely a giant frog. And so she just says, I didn't get a clear look. I just grabbed him and ran and heard the gunshots.
And he nods. He writes that down. If you remember anything else, I'm gonna be over there with the talking with the others here. Alright?
Okay.
And with that,
Alright. Feels like she's a little crazy. She's just going to, like, look into the, playground if she can from... Can she from where she's at? Like, is there... It's like the fence, right?
You can see into the playground.
Alright, and the dead frog's there, right?
The dead frog is sitting on the patio. No one's paying attention.
Okay. She's honestly not quite sure what to make of that. She was attacked by a giant frog. She's gonna do her best to answer the questions and stuff. She might go over to the frog and maybe step on it with her heel, just to be sure.
So you walk over to the frog, and you didn't notice it way over, or at any point, but now that it's a calm. But it's still kind of breathing.
Okay, well, she's gonna step on that frog.
No, wait.
She stops.
Water. Need some water.
What did he say? Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Water. He's asking for water.
She said, you tried to hurt a kid.
That's in the past. I'm a change frog.
No, you're not.
Bleed. Just thirsty.
No. I mean, it's sort of pathetic that it's begging. She's gonna call animal control.
Whoa.
I don't know. She'll ask the cops to call animal control.
Whoa.
And she's gonna sit there and stare at it. She's not gonna give it water. She's gonna keep her eye on it until, not gonna let it move.
The frog's sitting there just breathing hard, looking at her. And the frog's like trying to right itself. It's stuck on its side. It looks really dead. Like, so you're Caroline. You're Caroline?
Maybe.
Faster than he said you was.
Then who said I was?
I said I wasn't gonna tell. Well, I said I was gonna meet you. Maybe I'm not good at promises after all.
Who was it?
Oh, well, maybe some water loosen my lips.
And she goes, no.
Give it some Gatorade.
Well, then I guess you have to go being who you are. But I suggest you avoid the dark corners of the night. Animal control shows up and they walk to the frog. They pick it up and put it in the bag and they take it away.
To put in the bag? Holy shit.
And she's like, it bit someone. You might want to, be careful with it.
Oh,
She almost says put it down, but she can't, bring herself to say kill the small creature.
So,
Even though it was large not too long ago.
they take away the frog and, all the hullabaloo passes. And you you are allowed to go home. Was there anything else you wish to do before you walked in the door?
No.
Well, you get home.
Well, I mean, unlock the door and.
Well, you face through the door.
Okay. Caroline, a couple, like, an hour or two later, after you got some time to, like, decompress and stuff, you hear a sound, a powerful car engine, stop. The sounds of a powerful car engine, comes in front of your house and shuts off. And then you hear, like, a knock or two.
Well, she's assuming it's the police, but just to be safe, she'll take a peek out. It's an apartment, so it's an apartment.
Okay,
so I guess she'll look through the peephole. Yeah.
Okay, when you look out the peephole, you see the woman that had the squad of armed goons with her.
Okay, she says, "Who is it?"
Give me a sec. I'm representing a group that might have some interest for you. May I come in?
And she says,
She mentions that she's unarmed.
Well, can I do a lie detect on that, I guess?
Sure.
Okay. That's a 2. She does 2 for detecting lies. 2. Oh, wait, no, that's for lying, not for detecting lies. Lies is empathy, presence?
Empathy wits.
Empathy wits?
Yeah.
That's 4. Hey, okay.
Okay, you can kind of get that she's telling the truth.
Okay, well, she won't let her in. She'll, crack open the door and peek out.
Okay. She says, it seems that you've had a run-in with some of the nastier things. A nasty thing. I'm not so good, and she's honest with you up front. She says, I'm not good with doing this kind of thing, and they usually send Jazzy to do this, but she's busy. And she says, I'm representing a group that is interested in your abilities and what you have seen. And we're interested, you'll join us. And she mentions that things like this happen a lot. And yeah. And she basically says, if you want to help get to the bottom of why that thing wanted to join us and stop things like it, we ask that you would join us.
I mean, I already have a job. I'll help however I can.
Yes,
of course.
Since we'll let you keep your job, but some things, time to time, will require you to have leave.
All right. I mean, I'll of course try to help however I can.
Okay, she says, thank you, and welcome to the Cardians. She reaches into her jacket and pulls out a pin and a card.
Okay.
The pin has 2 of clubs, and she hands you the card. She says that don't lose this card. It's really important.
Okay. how'd you find my apartment?
She has a little mischievous smile and says, I have my ways.
It's okay.
And she decides she bids you a good night and leaves in her car.
Okay. Yay. Card acquired.
Immediately drops it in trash. Well, that was fun.
No, I was expecting to have to beat up the frog, but I didn't have to beat up the frog that much. I beat it up one. I did a single beat up.
Did one bashing to it, just like smacked it on the nose. Fucking, I want to beat for my suicide. Suicide.
So how was your session?
It was good. I enjoyed it. It was more murder mystery oriented than I was expecting. Because everyone else is like fighting their demons and
fighting their demons, fighting yourself.
Yeah, fighting their inner demons as outer demons of themselves.
We've had Donnie's where probably a vampire or a demon or whatever there.
I guess it was a demon.
But yeah. I'm pretty sure mine was a doppelganger, maybe, hopefully.
Now they said changeling. That means you could be a fetch.
I really, really don't want that to be a possibility, because that every character from every campaign that I've ever met or heard about who's had a character be a fetch has their character get fucked up so hard.
Well, it's okay to fuck up your character because you're not a real people.
Good thing you've never
I hate you.
with having a fetch.
But no, I like the frog. That was like a weird enemy.
Yep. I've seen totally other frogs before. Oh.
I put what the woman's car looks like in the Vegas chat.
If it's not like a car covered in pepperoni, I'm going to be disappointed.
Children are fucking creepy.
Oh, nice. Hold on, I need to find the car that I almost said was Max's car, because it's pretty top notch.
Fun fact about Adrian's car, there's only 77 made.
Wow.
Worldwide?
Yeah, worldwide, there's only 77.
Alright, Caroline, actually, I probably should have had her ask if the frog, ended up...
Oh, yeah, where did the frog end up?
Yeah, because she said I sent it, to animal control.
Send a supernatural frog to animal control first session.
She didn't know what to do.
No, this is the kind of thing
that... She didn't want to kill it herself.
This is the kind of thing that starts a session where local animal control center devastated by toad? Question mark.
Caroline just goes,
Look, evidence shows that local wildlife are devastated by rhino. Even though rhino was not kept at local wildlife preserve.
By slimy rhino. Well, usually they just, capture it, and if it's wounded or whatever, heal it or whatever, and then take it back. Take it way out of town and then release it.
I really like to imagine the reason why Jazzy was bitten is because she was meeting a certain, near-dead chef in the hospital. Since
they could have both happened the same day. It would have been a busy day for the Cardians. Actually, busy, week. Both their adventures spanned, a week.
Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting to happen in the same time frame. It would make sense considering everything, how the world goes on regardless.
Right.
Although that would be cool, the first, she gets treated for her minor injuries and there's just a dude who's just in a bed.
Caroline has 0 injuries. She has no minor injuries.
No, minor injury, dirt scuffed up underneath, oh, no.
Oh, I was actually slashing her health instead of her willpower. Oops.
Every time she used her willpower, she died.
She died a little inside. I was like, wow, I have a lot of willpower, don't I?
Oh
Guess
my
I can
God.
use it. No.
Or like taken in for like the psychological effects of being stalked and nearly killed by a frog, the usual.
Yeah, that's interesting how it was stalking her.
It was
I'm not
hunger.
comfortable with that. Also, who told it about her children?
Oh, and anything else gonna happen? So let me cut the stream.
Oh yeah.
Nothing else?
I don't think that's it. I think that is 2 sessions I have planned today.
Oh.